Hey everyone, you should be seeing a what sold on eBay video, so that'll be coming up pretty soon. I just wanted to say I just got back from Savers. We'll have the little guy with me and my wife. My other son, he wasn't here, but we went out to Savers and actually we met a viewer. His name was Albert. Super cool to meet you, Albert. Appreciate you coming up and saying hi. That was the first person I've ever met from YouTube that saw me out there in the wild, so it's a really cool, definitely kind of humbling too to realize that could have happened. I will say if anybody else in the SoCal area and you happen to see me, feel free to come up and say hi. Definitely appreciate it. But Albert, it was a pleasure. Hope you found some stuff. Hopefully we'll maybe meet again sometime as we cross paths at a Savers or who knows where. But hopefully you guys enjoy the What Sales Update video. Take care. Say bye-bye. Nothing. Nothing at all. Never when you want it. Okay, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. Hey everyone, back with the sales update for Monday. Really good day here, quite a good mix, no close, but one huge item, and then got rid of some stuff I took an offer on and get rid of it, and then some kind of your standard basic stuff that I always sell. As I always say, I love having items that are high price and lower price. You know, I like to have $10, $15 items in the store. Some people say it's not worth the time. I think it is, as long as it's an easy list, meaning a couple pictures, easy to ship, goes in a poly mail or a bubble mail or something like that. Easy to research and everything. Those are the ones you want because those do add up over time to be quite a bit, and that's what you can kind of see here. So the first thing though is the California Paradise Pier roller coaster. Bought this from the storage unit guy. 150 bucks is what we agreed on, but we ended up bundling everything together. So in the end, I probably only paid 130 or 140 for it. Probably got a bit of a discount. I had it listed for like 500 and something. It looks brand new, but it's not basically brand new. I mean, it's been opened and everything. The box is beat up. I took a best offer of 350 on it. I was hoping to get 400. That was the goal. And I figured, well, if I pay 150, I can get 400. I'll make some money. This one, though, I ended up taking a best offer of 350. Had it for a little while, and I just want to get rid of it. It's going to cost probably 25 or 30 bucks to ship it. Again, I'll still probably, if I paid 150, about double my money. Maybe a little bit more than that, a little bit less, depending on how much it is to ship and all the fees. But happy to get rid of it. It's a bigger item. Luckily, it's packaged in here pretty well. There's a lot of boxes and everything, so we'll throw a layer of the bigger bubble wrap on it, and then we'll throw it in a big box that I have. These are all those dolls, not all of them, but a bunch of the Fibercraft dolls. Paid 40 bucks for 2 whole buckets full. This is about half of them, maybe a little bit less, maybe like a third of them. These ones all had damage. So they have eyes that kind of move. We got them turned upside down so they're not showing, like, I mean, they are all like naked. Not that it's revealing or anything, I guess, but just in case anyone's watching. These ones all had damage. Like the eyes wouldn't like work. They're supposed to like open and close as you move them around and stuff. Or they have other issues, like some of the ones had hair that was like starting to come loose. Looking back, probably wouldn't have bought them for as much as I did. And there were this many that had issues. If they were all in perfect condition, it would have been an awesome deal. I would have probably sold each one for about 10 bucks, and it would have taken a while, but they would have sold, or I could have allotted them together and done well. These ones were the damaged ones. I listed them for, I think, 100 or best offer, 110 or best offer, and I took a best offer of 80 bucks. Happy to get rid of them. Probably still cost about 20 to ship it. They're super light. I'm just going to be bulky. But that'll make all my money back and probably then some. And then I have a couple of lots of good ones. There were some smaller ones in there. Plus I ended up finding in the bottom of the box a bunch of tools, like drill bits and stuff that I'm going to sell. So overall we'll do okay, but happy to get rid of these. Cash flow. This game, I bought 2 of them for $3 each. Sold one already for 54 bucks. This one sold for, I think, 55. Sold within a day or so. My wife printed me out a nice new instruction manual. It looks all official. She used to work at the UPS store, so she got me one because it didn't have the instructions. If you don't have the instructions, usually though you can print out like a PDF. You download a PDF and print it out on paper, and it still helps. Here's a TA84 Plus. Paid 2 bucks at another storage unit person. I've never been to them before, but saw it there. It was in a box of stuff. 2 bucks. It did work. Has the yellow cover on it. That sold for 55 shipped. Godzilla. This is just a case only for the Xbox. Pretty rare game. So the case alone sold for 20 bucks. Wii Sports, paid $1 for this at a garage sale. It sold for 12 shipped, just the disc. Ford Taurus Shilton manual. This, I don't know what I paid. I don't think this is from the manual, though. I think it's my son playing with the keyboard. I don't know what I paid, but I think I paid like $1.50, and it sold for 12 shipped. Another chess book from the big chess lot, Russians versus Fisher, sold for 25. Thomas the Train, this is Mighty Mac, the wooden one. This sold for, I think, 15 shipped. 2 old HP 57 inks. I've had them for a while. They finally sold for 11 shipped. And lastly, a Yahtzee Deluxe Edition. I sell the dice usually for $10 each. I sold the chips already for 10, and then I sold, here's the cup from the game. I parted it all out, and each piece sold for $10. Sorry, he's just a monster. You can kind of see him over there just going crazy. So sorry for the loud noise. That's it for today. I got to pack this up, and then I'll show you guys what sold on Tuesday. Everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Back with the sales for Tuesday. A really slow day, but had a few come through. Here's a TaylorMade head cover. I have a bunch of these, the 200 steels. This one sold for 13 shipped. I paid $5 for a whole box of those. I probably had like 20 or 25 in there. Plus, I had some spikes for golf shoes that I've been selling and making money on. So those are just a quick, easy, multi-quantity item that sells every once in a while. Another one of the Genie remotes went out for 22. We're down to just a few of those left. Low-end Game Boy game, Fortress, sold for $4.99. Shipped, so we'll get that out of here. Here's a Game Boy Advance, like a backpack style almost, like a messenger side one. This has some staining on the front. You can kind of see it, but it's still sold for 15 shipped. Look out for the Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Advance SP cases. A lot of times they sell for anywhere from 10 to 20 bucks, depending on which one you have. I usually pay $1 or $2. And then lastly, this is Battle for Bikini Bottom. This game sells for about 20 bucks shipped every time you list it. Some people have them listed for like 30 or 40, but the sell-through doesn't really come through like that. I listed it last night and mistakenly only put it for $9.99. I guess I thought I put it for $19, but I didn't. It sold for 10 shipped. So someone got a super good deal, about 50% off of what it really is worth. Some people would go ahead and like cancel it or message them or whatever and try to get out of it, but honestly it's not worth doing that, and it was my mistake. So we'll ship it out. They'll get a good deal, but look out for this game. If you do find it, list it for the right price though. So 10 shipped on. Everyone, back with the sales update for Wednesday. Bit of a slower day, but a couple sales that turned out okay, and we have one more thing that did get paid for I can show you later. And then one thing that was purchased, I took a best offer, hasn't been paid yet, and we still have about an hour and a half left. So, first thing is a Batman Rise of Sinzu. I'm not sure. Sold for 10 shipped. Xbox game. Another one of these Epson 786s. Sold for $7.99. Here's a Jitterbug by Samsung Phone. Paid $2 for it. It did not come with a charger, but I happen to have one and a bunch of phone stuff that I had. Does work. Does not hold a great battery charge though. Sold it for $20 as is. This is a Samsung camcorder. The model number is SCL860. It's in the box. This was actually, I paid $15 for it. Sold it once before for I think about 70 or 80 bucks. It got returned. Buyer said it didn't work. I had tested it out. It worked beautifully, and it's been sitting on my shelf for probably 2 years now because I just, in my death pile, I just never got around to retesting it. Decided to pull it out, tested it. It still works beautifully. I recorded video, watched the video, used the functions. I'm not sure what they were doing. Maybe they just didn't want it. Back then, I didn't really even bother fighting with them. I just accepted the return. Relisted it. It sold for $70. I have it tested and working, so that should be good. We'll make some money there. And then I had 3 of these listed. These Jaminators Worlds of Wonder little cartridges. I had 3 listed. This was one of them. Someone messaged me. They listed them for $60 or best offer. Sorry, my son, you probably heard him. And the guy said he only wanted this one. He didn't want the other ones. He said he would do $20 plus shipping. So I just charged him 24 bucks, and he took it. He's happy about that. And I had 2 more of these I hadn't listed yet, and he just, I sent him a message to see if he wants those as well. Maybe he needs them. Sounds like he's a collector, so I was happy to part him out that way, and I have like nothing into him. So 24 shipped for that. We'll see if he wants the other ones. If not, we'll probably lot them all together and list those with the ones that were listed with us initially. So 24 shipped. Hopefully you'll see some more clips with some more stuff that's... Hey everyone, back with some more sales for Wednesday. Ended up selling this little Cuisinart DLC 7 pusher. Sold for 11 shipped to go to a food processor. I had sold this Hard Rock cartridge for 24 bucks. I had a couple more that hadn't been listed yet, so I messaged the same buyer and said, hey, I had 2 more. They said they still need this lead rock guitarist one, so I took a best offer of 20 on that, and that'll go together, so we'll pack it up together. And then lastly, a Uniden 4-band laser, whatever this thing is. It came in a huge electronics slot. Looks like it's never been used. It's sold on a best offer for $25, so pretty happy with that. for 25 bucks. And this should go probably in a padded flat rate. I think it's over a pound. Those will go in a first class box, and so will that. Hey everyone, back with the sales update for Thursday. Super good day. Lots of shoes sold, which is cool. Happy to get rid of those. And then a couple of odds and ends and one really good item. So we'll start off with probably the most unique. This is a Reese's, like a peanut butter cup with a bite out of it. It's like a hat or something. I bought 3 of these in my storage unit guy video you guys might have seen with the GoPro footage. I paid $500 for everything. These were included in there. This sold for $35 shipped, full price sale. I have 2 more of these, so hopefully they'll sell as well. Pretty cool item. A pair of Doc Martens. These are like the Oxford, I think, wingtip ones, if I'm not mistaken. And I paid $10 for these at Goodwill. Really good shape still. And they sold for $60 shipped, full price. I had best offer there, but they still paid full price. Here are some Caterpillar boots. Again, still pretty good shape. They had some like dusting stuff that won't, even when I wash it, it won't come out. But like I said, it's still pretty good quality. They are steel toe. Paid $8 and they sold for $40. And then here's an Acura Serviceman. There's my son over there trying to help out. 3.2L 1999 Acura manual from the big manual lot, sold for $45, full price. These are to boot, New York. I was gonna focus. Adam Derrick. These I bought the same day I bought those Doc Martens at the Goodwill. I paid $10 for these as well, I believe. And now it's not focusing. There we go. And they sold on a best offer of $55 ship. So super cool there. Another Genie remote, $22. You guys have been seeing those lately. And then we have a iPhone box. This is a 7 gold 32 gig. Man, this thing is not focusing. I apologize, guys. There you go. Gold 32 gig. That sold for like $9 shipped. These little sales like this, I've talked about how I like still selling them. That one is one where, oh shoot. Sorry about that. I zoomed in. That one is one where I like selling them because they just add to the total. I mean, this kind of thing helps pay the rent for the storage unit, so that's always nice. And this is a Donkey Kong 2 Game & Watch multi-screen. You'll see a picture of it on the screen, what it kind of looks like. Well, I'm not going to take it out of the bag. It takes some little batteries, which it didn't have, so I had them, so I put them in here. It worked. I paid $20 for one of these and for an original Game Boy. She said both worked. The Game Boy's broken, but this worked beautifully, and this sold for $95 shipped, full price. And then the Game Boy I'll sell for parts probably for like $30, something like that. So that's everything. Actually, scratch that. One other thing did sell. I just don't know if it's been paid for yet. So we'll see if that comes through, and if not, we'll see what sells this weekend. Hey everyone, back with the sales update for the weekend. Like 23 sales or so, I think, in total. Some of them aren't here. We still have to go pick them up from storage tomorrow, but a pretty good day. Not a huge dollar amount, a couple of bigger sales, but mostly smalls, but we'll definitely take it. So here's a board game, Settlers of Catan, whatever. I bought 4 or 5 games for $10, 4 games for $10, so $2.50 each. This one sold for $35 shipped. Polaroid film pack. It's an 07. This came in with a $5 camera that I bought, and it had a pack of film. This sold for $15 shipped by itself. This is a Dr. Hose. It's like a massage or some kind of kit or whatever. I bought it for like $3. The unit didn't work, but that piece seemed like it was working, or it looked good enough. So I listed it as a replacement part for $15 shipped, and it sold. Or I sold on the best offer for $15 shipped. Some video games, Adventure Island sold for $12. Need for Speed Undercover sold for $10. SRS Street Racing Syndicate sold for $10. UFC 3 sold for $12. Teen Titans sold for $14 shipped. BioShock, there's 2 games for the PS3. Those sold for like $12. This is Silent Hill 2. It's a really good PS2 game to sell, but this is just the case manual only from the big manual lot I had bought for my collection cases. Paid $100 for everything, and I've been selling off them now because I don't really need them. I didn't ever get the disc for this, but this sold for $22 shipped just for the case and manual. I think it's like a $40 game or something if it's complete, maybe more. Castlevania Symphony of Night. Greatest Hits. This is a PS1. There's no disc. It's just a case and manual from the same lot. This alone sold for $35 shipped. Some sealed media. A Maxell XL260s, a 6-pack. It's actually corner right there is busted. It's like cracked the plastic and cracked the little casing of the casing of the cassette. I don't think the cassette's damaged. I listed it as a sealed 5-pack and described that one. There's actually 6 here, but one's damaged. It sold for 30 shipped. Some Maxell MC60s, 2 3-packs, sold for 12, 13, 14 shipped, something like that. Some Ariat or Ariat boots. I paid $10 for these. They have some scuffs and some wear, but they got some good character. Paid 10. They took a best offer of 45 this weekend, so happy to get rid of those. $45 for 10 is pretty good to me. A Sensi. This is the play ball one. I'm not going to take it out, but it's like a baseball. I'll actually show a picture. You'll see on the screen, I guess. That was $10 as well, and it sold for 55 ship, 50 ship, something like that. I'll double box that just to be safe. Here's an Apple keyboard. If you hear the banging, that's my wife in the background. She's building or messing around with something. This is an Apple wireless keyboard, AL1016. I sold one recently in the box for, I think, 30 or 35 shipped. I should have listed that one higher because it sold instantly. Just the keyboard alone, I sold for 30 shipped. It was used. I cleaned it up. It's Bluetooth. It does work. You can get it to work on a Microsoft. You don't have to have like a Windows. You don't have to have an Apple. It just takes a little more finagling to get the password in right, but it does work. It sold for 30 shipped. Here's some books. I have no idea what these are. IQ84s by Haruki Murakami. These sold for 16 shipped. They were free at a garage sale. Everything was free that they had a garage sale. Everything left over was free. Most of it ended up being a bunch of broken electronics that I picked up, and I had to just trash them all, donate them to the electronics recycling. There was a couple books and odds and ends that still were worth it. So I got 15 or 16 shipped. That was free. This is a Craftsman radio here with the battery, no charger. I had a charger that I bought and I used it to test it out, and it does work. This sold for 80 shipped. It came out of a $20 or $10 electronics buy. I had to just wait till I found a charger that would work to charge it. So these little Craftsman radios do well. Here's a 92 Lexus repair manual for an LS400. You guys know I've been selling all these manuals from the big lot. That sold for 60 shipped. It's just volume 2 as well, which is cool. And this was a good little OfferUp find. A Franklin Spelling Ace. Paid $5 on OfferUp. She had it at 10. I offered her 5. Is that how it went? No, it was 10. She lowered the price to 5. It has a damaged box, you can kind of see. But it's still sealed in here. And it sold for like 55 shipped on the best offer. So pretty good deal for one of those. And then I'll show you guys what sold next. Hey everyone, back with the final 3 sales from the weekend. This is a Pro Player Oakland Raiders t-shirt. Came out of a big lot of stuff I bought with a bunch of jerseys and stuff. I forgot what I paid for everything, but this sold for like 28 shipped on the best offer. Super happy about that. This was 2 Nintendo Wii controllers. I bought a Wii for $20, $25. The Wii ended up not working, and the guy swore to me that it did. I got some games with it too and everything, but the Wii didn't work. These sold, though. The controllers did work. They sold for 28 shipped, so happy about that. They still just barely go first class when they go in a box, so it'll cost like $4 something to ship them. And lastly, a Daxter PSP game. It's not focusing. Oh well. There it is. You can see normally the PSP have the white cases. This one actually had a white case, but I broke it when I was testing the game before I packed it up. I messaged the person and asked if they were okay. It only sold for $7. They haven't messaged me back yet, so I'm going to give them a little more time. If not, I'm just going to ship it out like this and we'll see what happens. So I did send them the message and say, I'm sorry this happened. Still works beautifully. It just doesn't have the white PSP case. So I buy these aftermarket ones, though. They're like $1 or so each. I usually buy like 5 at a time, and I'll hold on to them in case I get a PSP that has a damaged outside shell.